A Black Friday sale so early before Black Friday? You bet. So what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. I'm happy to announce a massive Black Friday sale that will take place for an entire week from Monday, October 27, all the way till Sunday, November 2nd on the House of Rags website in the USA. So you're getting 25% off the entire Clean by Pan the Organizer lineup, the chemicals, the microfibers, the tools, everything. I'll leave the link to it in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So let's talk about that. What are you getting? Well, 25%. Why are we doing this so early? It's to give you guys time to place your order, receive the products. If you're offering them for Christmas gifts, for example, you'll have them way ahead of time. Or if you just want to detail your vehicle before the harsh winter months as well, you can get a crazy deal and get whatever you have desired. If you haven't tested the lineup, by the way, this is a great time because that's the biggest sale of the year. Black Friday is massive. We're expecting many of the things to probably go out of stock quickly, like they always do, thanks to you guys who are such awesome supporters. But we'll do our possible to have restocks, and we just ordered a bunch ahead of time for everything to be really ready. So 25% off, and also you're getting free shipping if you spend more than $99 on the website. Again, this is the House of Rags in the USA. I'll talk about other countries later in this video. But yeah, so all the microfiber stuff before we get to the chemicals that you guys all know. So I launched this in partnership with the House of Rags with their new factory in South Korea. Everything is 100% South Korean, super high quality. So it's powered by the House of Rags to my specs and of course my colorways, but this is their second generation from the House of Rags. So this is absolutely amazing. So the Clean by Pan, the Organizer wash mitt, whether you have big hands like me or small hands, you're absolutely going to love this. You get this beautiful cuff here, and it's the plushest. Look at that. Look at the microfibers. Insane, guys. Of course, we have all the microfiber towels. For example, the Freebird 400. This one here is the plushest towel. If you like that to remove waxes or polishes or whatever delicate stuff you may need. Look at those beautiful handprints that's on there. That's how thick and plush this one is. So the softest and the greatest in the line. We have, of course, our two towels for leveling coatings and buffing coatings. So we have the level 1 coating, the light blue, and then we have the level 2, a slightly thicker. So this one is 350 GSM, 380 for the final level. Both of them are pearl weave towels, the perfect companions for applying your ceramic coatings. Then we have the Mr. Twister towel. This is a twisted loop, perfect for panel prep sprays, ceramic spray sealants, anything of that nature. This butter suede type border that will absolutely not scratch your paint. All the towels, by the way, they come pre-washed, so they're ready to go straight out of the bag, but I still recommend that you wash them before the first use. That's always the best practices for me. And there's no linting with these towels. Also no color bleeds. So even with this one, the Jobber 350, this is a white towel. You can use this for interior and exterior work. This is very versatile, 350 GSM. No edges, so no scratching, none of the surfaces. I love this for polish removal, for interior detailing, for example, any type of work that you want to do. This is dual-sided, so a little plusher side on one side and a little shorter nap on the other side. Again, very versatile. And even when I washed these the first time with towels like this pinkish red towel, there was no bleeding on there. So just the quality is fantastic top to bottom with these new factory, the new factory that they have. Super popular. Of course, you'll have the rinseless drying towel, 18 by 20 inch. This is a 70-30 blend. Fantastic, super absorbent. I have a full video on this, South Korean made. We call it the rinseless drying towel because it's the perfect size to dry your vehicle after a rinseless wash. But you can also use this if you use the regular shampoo, you rinse your vehicle and you want something more manageable in size. You get this one that is absolutely perfect. So 18 by 20. And then if you want the biggest and most absorbent towel in the lineup, you guys guessed it, this is the drying towel. The one that comes dual-sided, so you get to pick which side you prefer. So on one side, you get this short nap with the beautiful Clean by Pan the Organizer logo. This, by the way, will not bleed off, and it's not something that is, I don't know, it's not three-dimensional. It's really imprinted into the fibers, kind of laser burnt in. I don't know how they do this. It's just printed at the factory, but it doesn't bleed and it doesn't scratch. It just adds a cool little look. So this here is the micro twisted side for the shortest nap for those who don't want towels to to snag on their emblems, or they just like this type of material. And on the other side, you have a twisted loop end, which I really like as well. So you get to decide which side you prefer. This is a 35 by 27. So this is a massive, massive towel, but still very manageable in size and just guzzles up all sorts of water that you guys can imagine. And then, of course, we have detailing brushes in the lineup. We have different pads. We have a wool cutting pad in a 6, 5, and 3 inch variant. We have a blue foam polishing pad, again in 6, 5, and 3 inches. And we have the white waffle jeweling pad in 6, 5, and 3 inches. Of course, you can pair those with the spray polish, which are fantastic. We have, of course, the shampoo, Clean by Pan, the Organizer shampoo, one of the biggest sellers in the lineup. The fantastic rinseless wash from Clean by Pan. This is a hybrid, so it's a mix of surfactants and polymers. It just leaves that beautiful slick to the touch finish without any durable protection. So it leaves just a slight silky touch to the hand, but nothing that a panel prep spray can't remove if you want to remove it. But it has tons of lubrication and cleaning power, super safe to use, smells awesome, just like the shampoo, by the way, and the majority of the products in the lineup. We have the spray polish, so no oils that contain fillers, so there's just a little bit of oils for lubrication, but no fillers, no silicone, so it's body shop safe, will not dust, and spray polish, so very easy to use. You can see all the videos on the channel, but very, very little that is used because you're spraying compared to a liquid form, which you're using a lot more of, and this can be used as a compound if you pair it with the wool cutting pad, or it can be used as a polish if you pair it with one of the 2 polishing pads in the lineup. So very simple, removes all the guesswork and just cuts super quickly and efficiently and leaves down a nice finish. And it doesn't leave any protection behind. So this is a pure polish, by the way. Next, the panel prep spray. So this one here has not only isopropyl alcohol for evaporation, but also solvents in there to help really pull all the oils and residue from polishing and remove those off the surface. So very efficient, very, very good, high lubricity as well. So you're not scratching the finish after your paint correction. Another very popular super seller in the lineup is the Clean by Pan, the Organizer Ceramic Spray Sealant. This one will give you 6 to 12 months of protection if you apply it on a dry paint, but it's also versatile because you apply it on wet as well if you want to. So on wet as a drying aid with your drying towel, or onto a wet surface as a spray-on rinse-off sealant. So 1 or 2 sprays per panel, immediately rinse bottom to top, top to bottom, and then you're done, move to the next panel, so on and so forth, and then you dry your vehicle. A crazy beating, gloss, slickness, super resistant to chemicals. This one smells amazing, just a beautiful product. Then for maintenance, we have the Quick Detailer. So this one here, the Quick Detailer for the exterior, just a fantastic product. This one also adds UV protection, provides anti-static properties on the paint as well to help cut down a bit on that dust that accumulates from outside. Slickness and gloss is what we focused on, and this is your regular use. So the spray sealant will be for long-term durability and for regular maintenance every week, for example. If you want to use it as a drying aid or as a quick detailer, this is your perfect maintenance product, compatible with waxes, sealants, and ceramic coatings. And the same for the ceramic spray sealant, by the way. You can apply it on any form of paint protection, even on unprotected paint. So that's perfect. And it also smells amazing. Of course, like the majority of the products in the line, some don't contain scents like the tire dressing, but the majority of these products here, they just smell amazing. Interior Quick Detailer, another perfect one for light to medium cleaning duties. So once you applied your base layer of protection that's long-term lasting, you're gonna want to use this every 3 to 4 weeks, for example, for maintenance. So this quickly cleans any interior surface. I made sure that this was compatible with your leathers, your vinyls, your plastic trim. If you have glass, even no problem. Of course, your infotainment displays, the gloss black or piano black finishes, streak-free, regardless what you throw it on, it'll do the job. So I like to spray in a towel, wipe on the surface, flip the towel, clean and dry side, buff to a streak-free shine, and you're good to go. This also adds UV protection and also has anti-static properties to help, of course, cut down and mitigate the dust accumulation inside, and it just smells amazing. Always light fragrances in the Clean by Pan lineup, but never overbearing or overpowering. Next, we have the tire dressing, another crowd favorite because this one is longer lasting. This is solvent-based, but they're VOC compliant and very safe for the rubber, so don't worry about that. This was meant for durability. So not only does it have resistance to chemicals, it can resist a few rounds of a tire cleaner. It gives you great hydrophobic properties to help repel dirt and dust and water and all that good stuff. And the longer lasting formula can last 3 to 4 weeks in the majority of the environments. One layer, you'll notice, it gives you a satin finish, especially a few hours after this has kind of fully dried down to its normal thing. But the curing time is very quick. Only 10 minutes once applied. You can drive off in the elements. You're good to go. An hour is more ideal, but after 10 minutes, the vehicle can be driven. No sling formula, so this will not sling on your paintwork. And again, will last a long time. So it's that perfect, not too oily looking or glossy, not too matte looking. It's that perfect satin finish in between. If you want a glossier finish, you can apply the tire dressing. You go around the vehicle once, come back to your first tire and immediately apply a second layer, then wait your 10 minutes of curing and drive off. You're gonna get a glossier finish. So this one here, perfect finishing touches. We also have a water spot remover. There's so much products now. I have more on my shelf. I just can't put them all here for you guys to see. But here, let me grab it while I'm talking about it. Of course, a water spot remover. Great companion for the demineralizing shampoo. That's the acidic shampoo that we also launched in the lineup. So the less aggressive method first, if you have water spots on your vehicle, is to use an acidic soap. So that's the more gentle approach. So you can use the demineralizing shampoo in the Clean by Pan Deorganizer lineup. It's going to revive your ceramic coating as well, because often those are clogged by minerals over time. If you have traffic film, that's more of an organic type material, we're going to have a decon shampoo that's coming at a later time. So that's going to be the alkaline pH, right? But the acidic soap, the demineralizing soap, is meant to remove water spots and accumulated minerals from the finish. So if you washed your car with that and you still have a bit of spots, that means that the etching perhaps has started a bit, or there's still mineral residue left behind. Then you'd bump up the aggression level to something like this. This is the water spot remover. So clean your car first. I would dry the surface, so you allow it to dwell more on the surface. Spray on the towel, wipe on the surface. Don't let the liquid dry on the surface, but let that dwell. Always work on a cool surface, and then you rinse. And you don't have to, but I highly recommend that you rewash the vehicle with your pH neutral shampoo to neutralize any residue left behind, and that should take care of it. If there's still staining at that point, at least you know that you removed the minerals with this for sure. But the staining means that the etching had started, and you need paint correction if there's still staining left onto the surface there. Of course, in the lineup too, we have the world famous, world renowned at this point, Clean by Pan ceramic coatings. So we have two variants. You have the 3-year ceramic coating and you have the 8-year ceramic coating. Of course, the major difference between the two of these is the durability. So one lasts longer than the other. It's pretty self-explanatory. However, if we consider that the gloss and the slickness are top notch on the 3-year, let's say they're a level 9 out of 10, well, you're getting a level 10 or 11, just a little more raws, a little more of the active ingredients in the 8-year. So you're bumping that gloss even higher, and that slickness and that resistance to chemicals. Everything is taken up to the ultimate level, but the main difference is most certainly the durability in terms of years. Now, these are semi-permanent forms of paint protection. The cool thing about the coatings in the Clean by Pan lineup is there is only 1 hour of curing needed. The majority of the coatings out there, they need 24 to 48 hours before you expose them to water or rain. These only need 1 hour, and you can drive off in the elements. The other cool thing, the majority of the coatings out there, they require 7 days of curing before you wash the vehicle or use any other chemicals. With these ones, after 12 hours, you can use a pH neutral wax-free shampoo to clean your car if you need to. For example, if you had bird droppings. So yeah, after 12 hours, pH neutral safe with the soap. The only reason you'd wait 7 days is for the rest of the chemicals. So you need a full 7-day cure for the ultimate pH range, which by the way is the entire range from pH 1 to pH 14. Very high resistance to chemicals. Dimitri's Garage, by the way, tested the 8-year coating on his channel through objective testing with a bunch of machines, gloss readings, water droplet measurement for contact angles, scrub testing, and all that kind of stuff. Over 30 coatings at this point, top tier ones, and the Clean by Pan 8-year ranked in first place. Still nobody, as of the end of October 2025 when I'm filming this, was able to dethrone the 8-year. So great video. Check it out if you haven't yet. Dimitri's Garage. So it shows just all the effort we put into these coatings. Tremendous, easy to use, the easiest coatings you'll ever apply. Cross-hatch pattern, up and down, left and right. You let them sit on the painted surface for 1 to 2 minutes. You wipe off, and that's it. You're good to go. The wipe off is so easy. You cannot get it wrong. Also, these are multi-surface compatible, so you can apply them on paint, glass, wheels, headlights, taillights, your plastic trim, even pretty much all the exterior surfaces, PPF, vinyl wraps, and even matte surfaces. The same applies, by the way, to the interior quick detailer and the ceramic spray sealant. They're multi-surface compatible, so you don't need to buy a wheel coating, a paint coating, a glass coating, a trim coating, and so on and so forth. One bottle covers it all. By the way, 30 milliliters in the bottle, or an ounce. And this will be good to cover 2 to 3 average sized cars. So a little goes a long way. They're just fantastic. And the ones who have tried them, by the way, any comment you have on the products, if you've tried them, let me know in the comment section. Share your experience with the viewers out there. I love to read your feedback. So I'm excited, guys. 25% off everything in the Clean by Pan lineup. Again, during our Black Friday sale. So that's going to be from October 27 to November 2nd. So from the Monday to Sunday, a full week. Enjoy it. Free shipping on orders of over 99 bucks. This is in the USA, by the way. Links in the description. You guys often ask me, what about the other countries? Unfortunately, guys, I do not control the sales and distribution for other countries. So the international distributors are free to do sales when they want, the percentage they want. They have full decision power. This is through contracts. So I have no power in doing that. If there are other countries that give sales for Black Friday, I will list them in the description as well. But please, thank you for your understanding. Again, I do not control those. Yes, I know I'm from Canada, but the brand is in the USA because logistics make it easier to be in the US. The majority of my viewers, close to 2/3 of the audience, is from USA. The products are majority made in the USA. So from an economical standpoint, shipping, tariffs, and all that kind of stuff, it just makes more sense for it to be there. Also, they're in Amazon USA if you want to check those out. So we're going to get Amazon Canada coming soon eventually. But yeah, for sales, guys, again, I do not control the sales and discounts and when they come and all those. I wish I could offer those for every country, but the distributors worldwide, again, are responsible for their own sales. So again, if they do offer something, I'll drop those in the comment section. I'm pretty sure I heard that Europe and the UK were doing something for Black Friday in the Clean lineup. So I'll leave in the description all of those informations. But yeah, if you're in the US, guys, take advantage of this 25% off, the biggest sale of the year. Hands down, stock up on your favorite products again before they run out. And we're going to have more new stuff coming. SEMA is coming up from November 4th to November 7th. So I will be at the show in the West Hall at the House of Rags booth with a bunch of other content creators and brands. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And I'm unveiling cool new stuff there. You're going to want to check out the channel for all the updates. So again, links in the description. Take advantage right now. October 27 to November 2nd, the Clean by Pan 25% off Black Friday sale on the House of Rags. In the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.